too used to fucking doing the recording. That's why.
Yeah, it says
And
live.
happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Thanksgiving. Week 12. Oh, excuse me. Week 13. NFL Week 13. We're going to go through some Week 13 bets for the Thanksgiving slate. We're going to continue the picks contest. As always, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point for each draft pick. Then we'll do a money line parlay draft. But first, we have to find out about the bidet that Flex is in the midst of or has already completed the purchase of.
Let's hear this.
All right, so this is kind of why I think I've become a cartoon dad. It's so like I was starting to say, I've been intrigued for a while. The thought of a bidet. Just it just seems like a cleanly thing, something that's up my alley. And pause, literally, but like I just came across it recently because I found it online, and it was you can attach it to your current um toilet situation. It's not like a big deal. It wasn't super expensive or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me give this a shot. So whatever, it's been there for a while. I started putting it. Then I ended up having to change a different toilet seat just to make it work or whatever. And you have to install it, so you have to kind of put in a almost like the cable when you're splitting a cable to two TVs. You have to split the water to go to two different places or whatever. So I go to Home Depot, get that, and so I start doing it. Obviously, you have to turn the water off so the water doesn't shoot everywhere when you're doing this. So I got the right pieces, all that stuff, and I'm starting to do this. I disconnect the piece that I'm supposed to replace it with the piece that I got from Home Depot, which is just the splitter that goes to the hose one place to the other. So I'm removing the old part, and I'm turning it. This is the old piece that I'm replacing with the new one. So I'm turning it off. I'm taking it off. The water's turned off. I turn the pliers or whatever. Water starts shooting up, right? And I out loud I stopped and I said, "What the fuck did I just do?" Right? I said that. I said those words out loud, right?
And the audience laughed.
Yeah, the studio audience.
But it was like I paused and I was like, well, like almost like in Saved by the Bell, like
Right.
the timeout. Like I paused, like as if the water shooting up was gonna stop while I was saying that.
Right.
So I'm like, that's when I was like, I said it and like 2 seconds passed and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I a cartoon dad? Really? What the fuck did I just do? And I said that and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I did. And with the pliers, I hit I turned the water back on by mistake. I thought I broke something in the like that included the knob, and the water was shooting everywhere. But it took 2 seconds. Just the fact that it was like I thought it was like the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? When the
Yeah.
water was shooting up, and all
That's
it took
funny.
was like a second to that. So whatever. That was the first thing. I ended up installing it, whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is, you know, it's all set up good and it's looking good to go, whatever. I'm cleaning up, but I don't know how it works yet, right? So open the thing up and I'm looking at it and there's a knob on the side.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, this is how it goes. So I turn the knob full, right? Shoots a water thing at my neck.
What a ding!
A powerful stream of water shoots directly at my neck. I go, whoa! I turn it fully to the other side, and it's the part for women, and it does the front part. shoots me in the dick. I go, whoa, again. And I'm like scrambling. Finally, I get it to the middle, and that's when like the full realization is like, okay, this is the reason why Homer Simpson, like that's a thing. Like they make fun of it because not every dad, every man does all of these things, but I'm sure there's plenty of variations of something similar, and I just happen to
Yeah.
like catch myself in the realization of like, damn,
Yeah.
like I've become a caricature of myself.
That's funny.
So yeah, but I will say
Worth it?
that shit is cold as hell, and you got to get used to it. But that's a clean asshole, brother.
Nice.
I was just gonna
Nice.
say all of this to get the cleanest asshole in New York. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a the shit is like, a mouthwash. It's like they should call it a butt wash because it's like, how you take mouthwash.
I think that's what bidet
swish-
means in French.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is it
you
really?
No,
say it a
I'm
lot
just
nicer
fucking
and
around.
more. Yeah. So it like literally like
Funny, funny,
you know,
funny.
so shoots the water, swishes around, and just, you know what I'm saying. It's a full cleaning. It's
That's nice.
the undercarriage thing that they try to add with the car wash is basically like that. You know what I'm saying. It gets all up in there.
Right. I feel like those
Yeah.
moments happen when like you try to like upgrade with the time, like an old school dad try to upgrade with the
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Wait,
Like
so
it-
did you get the Tushy Classic 3.0? Is that what you got?
No, I think I got the bio bidet.
Bio,
bidet.
biobidatable.
Oh, I'm not seeing
Let me
the.
see.
I'm not seeing the bio bidet. I'm just seeing the Tushy
Yeah,
Classic
bio-
on here.
No, because they have the toilet seat, which is the $200 joint. I wasn't gonna, dive that deep. Pause with the bidet experience until like you gotta kind of, dip your toe in. You know what I'm saying? If you're
Yeah.
not used to doing this, you
And
can't
you
go
dip your
full-
hole in. You don't dip your toe. You use a different machine to wash your feet.
Well, that's
Or do
debatable.
you?
Nah, I remember
Or
when I
bidatable.
first used a bidet. It was an experience. That's for sure.
I've never used one. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're pretty
it's
common
a-
in certain areas in Europe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's dope.
especially like it's good for, I like we use like wipes in my house.
Yeah, we do
TMI,
too.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But this kind of, this kind of, some shits get expensive. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of mitigates a little bit of the cost. And I'm
Yeah.
the biggest dumper in the crib, so you know what I'm saying. That's
There
a
you
lot of
go,
usage.
big dumper like Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, the usage rate on my wipes is crazy.
Wow, we're all
Big
very, very excited for you and your new clean asshole. I'm very proud of you that you got through the whole installation process. You got blasted in the neck and the dick. It sounds like it was a harrowing experience, but you
Right.
But I
came
made
out
it
the
out
other
alive.
side with like a champ.
Right.
That's what's up. Excellent. I love that.
Amazing.
Highly,
Amazing.
I recommend it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look
So
into
when are
it.
you
I'm gonna
when
look
are you
into
gonna get your bidet?
it. Who, me?
No, the other person that doesn't have a
Oh.
bidet that I'm talking to. Yeah, you. He just told us he got a bidet.
No,
yeah,
I said,
you.
I said I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it. If you can
Maybe
install
one of-
it. I'm not a great
maybe one-
installer though.
Maybe one of this bidets.
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm not a great installer though, but I'm sure my experience will be a lot worse than yours.
No, Flex is now a pro. He'll come down and install.
That's what I mean. He's a fucking that guy. Fucking. I told you, you guys are fucking. You guys are like the fucking illest people, bro. You guys are like
Oh, man, I got-
multi-talented at everything. I don't do anything.
I'll show you guys later, but this is one of the projects I had. I did.
Yeah, this motherfucker
this
always
week.
got projects.
No, Flex
is a-
Flex is like
Look at
that
that video.
episode of that episode of Family Guy. I forget what happens with Peter and Joe. I just remember that something. Peter did one of his crazy things, and Joe gets caught up in it. And I just remember Joe. I wish I could remember the specifics of it. I think he's like getting spun around in something, or getting, and he's like, "How do you keep affording these things?" That's Flex. Like,
Further,
you don't even know how he affords to get all these new things and these new projects and these
Well,
new.
because the only way to do all of these things is if you learn how to do it yourself, and you're able to cheat the system. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
like,
hell yeah.
Nah, you just
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're the man, bro.
like last week, literally that helmet, I bought a thing like to paint like a gun to paint cars, to paint a compressor, all of
Amazing.
this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking. All right, it's like $100 that I spent. But if the helmet was 70. But I'm saying, like, if you go to buy a helmet like that, I was looking at shit. There was like $600, $700. So
Yeah, I
you know
gotta
what I'm
buy one
saying?
for
You
my
learn how
son.
to do that. You mitigate the cost, and now I know how to do all of this other shit by learning how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, that's the
You're the
best
man.
way to do shit.
The day you stop learning,
I
man, is
don't
the
do shit.
day
So.
your brain starts dying.
Well, that explains a lot.
No, but you got a car detail shop, you got a helmet
You guys are fucking darn
factory, you
right.
got a clothing sweatshop, all a
And
plumbing
I got
depot, all
Plumbing
I
deep.
all
Right.
and
together.
before we go, it can't be on the camera because you know what I'm saying it's a little secret. So I got something
Ooh,
to show y'all after that. There, some dope shit.
let's go.
Very exciting. All right.
Very
Well,
exciting.
with that being said, it sounds like you have an extra advantage and extra advantage when it comes to making picks this week. You have a level of clarity that us filthy assholes can only dream about right now.
Right.
But I gotta be honest with you, it's only fitting because of the filth that I've been getting involved with the last couple of weeks. So,
But
big week for Word Life this week. He got his two favorite
Finally.
quarterbacks coming back. He got a strong performance with the picks, making the comeback, slowly chipping away at the deficit.
I
Had
don't know
a
about that.
undefeated week. Had one push, unfortunate push by the Cardinals. But aside from that, had the Cowboys. That was looking pretty bleak, but they came back and actually got the win. But you had the Cowboys for 3 points. You had the Cardinals for 2. You had the Bears for 1. All covered. Plus the Cody or Kobe, I can't remember. Parkinson
Kobe.
touchdown.
Parkinson.
Yeah.
Got the touchdown pick as well. Big 6-point weekend last week. Bringing you up to 24 points on the year. Flex had the only pick that matters, the 3-pointer. Colts got it done. The Carly Bowl. Steelers didn't cover. Seahawks couldn't cover against Tennessee, but that leaves Flex with 31.5 points. And I had my 2 filthy picks came through, and the least of the filthy ones did not. Shout out to my man Shador Sanders. Shout out to my guy Kirk Cousins for getting me those 2 disgusting covers with the Falcons and the Browns. And that leaves me with 38 points. So 38, 31.5, and 24 points. But Word Life leading off with the best week last week. So
Yes,
you
sir.
get first pick.
All right. So I was thinking about this, and I feel like I have to go with this. I gotta beat Dirty Harry because Dirty Harry's going. I already know where he's at, so I gotta jump. I gotta get dirty. I gotta get my asshole cleaned eventually, but I gotta get it dirty first.
Not today.
And as fitting as it is with the opening bidet, I'm gonna go with the Doodoo Browns getting four and
Oh,
a half
Wow.
at home against the 49ers. It's the defense at home. We for the last 2 years, they've been at a different level. Purdy didn't look great. They're still beat up. And just like Shador, man, he's bringing a little fire to the team. So everyone, to the league actually, everybody's excited for him. Everybody's watching him, whether you hate him or you like him. Um, I do cringe a little bit hearing him after the game a little bit, but hey, sometimes you gotta believe that shit, man. You gotta talk yourself into believing that shit, and I think that's what he's doing. But it is Shador. It is Shador. I think I think they like it. They
To the league, guys.
What the fuck is that?
No, my fault. I was trying to make sure that I was
Oh,
in the frame.
um, but yeah. So give me the Browns at home against the Niners, getting 4.5. Yeah, it's really that defense and let's see if Shador can continue with the win streak here.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to do something I said I wasn't going to do anymore. But this is a whole new me. The guy who said he was not going to be picking the Jets anymore, that guy he had a clean asshole.
Damn.
I'm a new man. I'm digging deep in the muck and the dirt. So I'm free to take the Jets and Tyrod Taylor against the Falcons. I don't know why the Falcons are favored in this game. I mean, I was all over the Falcons. It's so weird. I was all over the Falcons last week on the island. I did not hear anybody else. Everybody was all about the Saints, and now I'm just going back to all those prognosticators and podcasters from last week. They're I don't know what we were thinking on the Saints. I'm like, I don't know what you were thinking either. Let's see if they're going to come in on the Falcons this week, try to ride the Falcons bandwagon. I think that was a one-off. I think that it was just the right spot for the Falcons, but I don't think it was indicative of any sort of season turnaround. And I just feel like it's a good spot for the Jets. I don't know what the Falcons have left. Kirk Cousins can't move. They're still going to be without Drake London as far as I know. And I just don't see why the Falcons should be favored in this game. Obviously, the Jets have not had the season that they were hoping for, but they've stayed feisty. They've continued to fight. They were up in that game last week against the Ravens on the road. And they're remaining physical. I got to give credit to Aaron Glenn. He's, despite some of his bonkers and foolish coaching decisions, he's at least seems to have been able to keep the team morale up. He seems to keep guys fighting for him. I saw, I think it was Harrison Phillips who had like this long monologue in the press availability. He was talking about how the culture is changing and guys gotta be in it for the long term. So it just seems like, despite the bad play, despite the kind of punting on the season by trading their best defensive players away, it seems like the morale is still good. They still seem like they're competing. And I don't know. I just don't believe in the Falcons, especially on the road. The Falcons have been terrible on the road this year. Their biggest wins and performances have come at home. And I don't know. I just don't even think that they should be favored. I think that the Jets win this game outright. But if you're going to give me 2.5 points, I'll take it. So give me the Jets. Give me the Jets to take the win here against the Falcons.
Yeah,
but I'll take the 2.5.
I was mad. I'm mad about that one. Just real quick. It was refreshing to not feel like this is the team that I've watched for the last few years, because normally that's a game that they would have gotten blown out from the beginning of the game, and I'm just like looking at little dumb shit like that. Yeah. I'm just looking at like little dumb things like that to kind of pick up to where the team is actually different from like where it has been before. And I know, if it's not for that, the score looked as if the game was way closer than what the score would indicate. At least it felt that way. It didn't feel like they were out of the game, obviously, until they threw that pick at the end. But with that, Brees doesn't fumble that would-be touchdown. I think it's a different game from there. But so that leaves me with what I thought that Cheeks was going with. when he said about the doodoo. I thought he was gonna go who day and bid day.
Ah, clever.
And that's the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Beasy, Joe Burrow coming back at the helm. Um, I think this is more so like I don't like how the Ravens have been playing. Um, obviously they've won a couple games in a row, but I think that's more indicative of like the competition that they've kind of been going up against. I don't think that they've looked particularly impressive. I know that they've mentioned that it seems like Lamar Jackson is dealing with something, you know, uh, because he was like sailing throws he it looked like he was kind of hesitant to get off on the run, and obviously you don't know what exactly what's going on, but it just doesn't seem like he's by himself. Like he's been himself. Zay Flowers doesn't look the same. Like it just feels like he had the rookie season and kind of everybody expected him to keep getting better, and I don't see it with him. Mark Andrews still does his thing every once in a while, but you could only expect that, like I said, every once in a while because he's been there for a while. I honestly I thought that they were getting rid of him, during the off season, but and I think Derrick Henry is coming back down to earth. He doesn't kind of have that extra like gear anymore. Like obviously he's not a hasn't been a burner, not a burner, but sometimes you would see that one run that kind of reminded you that he still had that in him. I know he had one a couple weeks ago, but it just that there are fewer instances of that. Um, I know the defense is playing a little bit better, but I don't know, man. I think with Joe Burrow back, with Jamar Chase back, I know they might be missing T Higgins if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, T. Higgins
but
is out.
yeah, but I mean, I just think that this is, you know, they get 7 points against this team. You got to imagine that that the Bengals are extra motivated coming back. They kept it close last week, and I don't know. I think they're still fighting. So I know it's a bad defense, but the offense of the Ravens didn't really scare me. So give me the Bengals 3-point pick, getting 7 points. Um,
Nice.
my 2-point pick, big spread, but I'm gonna have to go back to the Seahawks. I know they didn't do me any favors last week, but that wasn't the Sam Darnold Bowl, and you gotta imagine, in the situation where that the Vikings are left in right now, that they're starting I forget what's the name? Is a rookie undrafted free agent quarterback going for the Vikings. Um, I mean, I can't see anything positive happening against that defense. Like that's what I was counting on for with Cam against Cam Ward. Cam Ward did look a lot better than I expected him to last week. Um, Obviously, he's the number one pick. This is an undrafted quarterback. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they even keep it close. I mean, because the Vikings defense hasn't been good either. So, um, give me the Seahawks, man. I just think this is a blowout. 2-point pick.
Max Brosmer.
Yeah.
Max Brosmer. Yep, Max Brosmer. On guard. I'm taking Max Brosmer.
Hmm.
Taking Max Brosmer. Um, I don't I don't disagree with anything that you said. The only thing I will say I disagree with is I don't see any advantage in a Sam Darnold bowl. I think that it's the pressure is equal. it's an equal revenge game. I think it's just as invested. The Vikings are just as invested in having a good performance against Sam Darnold, having let him go, as as Sam Darnold is performing against the Vikings, the team that let him go. So I don't really see that as Sam Darnold doesn't give me vengeance or revenge game vibes. And plus, it's just a number. It's just a very, very big number. And I just don't. I mean, while the Seahawks have played well, the defense has played well. You have to imagine there's no defense that's going to know Sam Darnold better than the Vikings defense and Brian Flores. And I feel better about Max Brosmer than I do about J.J. McCarthy, to be honest. I mean, J.J. McCarthy, it's easy to forget that. Yo, I didn't jump on you. Just let me do my thing, please.
No,
Okay?
no, no.
I
I'm
didn't
saying
jump.
I was agreeing. I was like, I mean, you're not wrong. Like I was, I was just.
The one thing I will say is that as terrible as J.J. McCarthy has been, he did beat the Lions, whatever, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? That was when we found out that he has some alter ego, and then his shit has all fucking fell apart ever since he came out with, some fucking Batman, superhero that he thought he was. But I feel better not having him in the game, to be honest with you. I think this is another fake phantom injury that they've given him. All of a sudden, he didn't have a concussion during the game, but he had a concussion on the plane. He got a concussion on the luxury Vikings team flight on the way back. Okay, I'll play along. But whatever they got to do to get him off the field, I'm just, again, it's really just a number play. 11.5. I think that the Seahawks can win this game going away very comfortably, and the final score can be them winning by 10. Head coach-wise, the Seahawks just don't profile as a high-octane offense that's looking to run up the score. They're a defensive-first team. I'm just going to trust. I'm really trusting in Kevin O'Connell to manufacture some type of offense that can at least put up enough points on the board against the Seahawks defense that has not been as good. Ironically, the Seahawks haven't, under Mike McDonald, have not been as good covering at home as they have been on the road. And I'm just going to trust Kevin O'Connell to put something together to at least cover that big 11.5 number. And I just don't really love any of the other numbers this week. So I'll take a coach that I believe in and a quarterback who I don't know who he is. I don't know how bad he is. I don't know how good he is, but I'm going to roll the dice and I'll just take the number and I'll trust the quarterback.
Nicey nice. Speaking of trusting coaches, I'm gonna go with the road the road favorite.
What a professional segue, this guy. That's how you know he's been listening to DNR in the morning.
No RJ today. Yeah, so I'm going with a coach and a quarterback I trust. I'm gonna go with the road dogs. I mean the road favorite, Kansas City Chiefs at Dallas. Dallas came through for me last week. But they didn't perform as well as I expected. Part of that pick was not favoring the Eagles offense, and that part after the second half obviously paid off, but I expected I don't know, I just expected more from Dallas than really than watching Philly give up the game. You feel me? Like I expected a better game from Dallas. So the Chiefs are very desperate. It's a dome game. Mahomes is desperate. The Chiefs is desperate. I'm going to trust the coaching and the quarterback on this one. Dallas is riding high. But I don't know. I'm just going with the Chiefs being desperate. I know they had a tough outing with the Colts, but again, I'm gonna bank on that coach, and I'm gonna bank on that better QB.
Now, real quick,
Yeah.
I know obviously George Pickens has has
I'm so glad you
overperformed.
brought that up. I'm so glad you brought
He,
that up.
and I
Because he
could.
always giving me shit about all the bad fucking receivers and
Hey,
when you text me that shit about, I was gonna text back about, it, but I was like, you know me,
but the thing,
I don't like talking shit.
but you gotta, I think maybe it was the Steelers switcheroo, exercising the ghost of George Pickens by bringing in another shithead, and you know what I'm saying, like kind of,
Yeah,
I
balance
don't
it
know what
out.
the black magic there is, but um, he
Who's the
he
shithead
he's
that they
been
brought in?
better.
They brought in a couple of shitheads this offseason. Which one are you talking
Well,
about?
DK Metcalf, that
Yeah.
one specifically, because but he's been on his best behavior, and
Yeah, but how long is that
now
gonna
that
last?
now well,
Right.
he posted a I think it was on IG that he posted on his story. It said, "Tomorrow we feast,"
Oh
and there was a
shit.
picture of Brittany Mahomes that he put up.
Starting his
He
antics, huh?
deleted it. He deleted it,
Oh,
which
maturity,
well,
growth.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like he's doing like the Green Goblin. Like he's trying to fight the interior Green Goblin George Pickens. So maybe the good one is winning out. So signs of hope, for those who believe in George Pickens. But it's funny
Mm,
that as soon as he's like, everybody's now starting to give him like, yo, oh, that's what the wide receiver one looks like. CD Lamb isn't looking the same.
right.
All of a sudden now the old George Pickens peeps his ugly head again.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see. Hopefully you're right, honestly, because I'm a Giants fan first. So, but all right. Speaking of hope, since you mentioned hope there, I'm gonna go with.
Guy.
I'm hoping that this QB plays, but even if he doesn't play, the backup has won uh his last 3 games, I believe. I'm gonna go with Houston at Indianapolis getting 4.5. Um, I know Indy's the tough team. Indy's the Super Bowl bound team. Um, but that I feel like you can make the Colts one dimensional, and I believe this is the defense to do it. Um, Top 5 defense against the run. I know we know the Colts want to run, but I think if you put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands, we as a Giant fan, I believe I know what the outcome is, and I feel like the league is starting to figure out that he is Daniel Jones. He's coming back to reality. Um, 4.5. I heard Stroud is practicing. I'm not sure if he's gonna play. I don't think that they cleared him officially, but David Mills been playing well. He actually impressed the shit out of me last week. Um, and I don't know, man. I just believe in that defense, man. That's a Super Bowl type. That's definitely playoff type defense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Houston's at my 1 point pick, getting 4.5 indoors.
All right. Well,
On guard, my brother.
we've gotten nasty twice. We've gotten
Oh,
two
okay.
nasty, filthy spots. So let's add a third nasty, filthy spot.
Which one is
You
it?
know, there's a couple of spots that I like, but they're not nasty enough. They're not filthy enough. So let's get nasty. Let's get nasty Monday night with some New York Giants and some Jameis Winston.
Ooh.
I'll take the 7.5 against New England. Not too dissimilar of a cap for how I view the Vikings. I just don't view the New England Patriots as a team that profiles to be explosive and run up the score on teams. Plus, New England's got they finished that Bengals game with some significant injuries on the offensive line. And you combine, I mean, listen, the most difficult thing for me this season, and probably for the last couple of seasons, has been trying to factor in when the Giants D line is going to decide to play at their potential and when they're not. I'm just going to assume that with this circumstance, with them being, missing two of their starting offensive linemen on New England, perfect opportunity for the Giants pass rush to get home on Drake May, try to control the game. We'll see what Jameis Winston can do. I think the New England defense has been a little overrated all season long. I think you can move the ball on them. Again, I don't know that the Giants win the game, but 7.5 just seems like way, way too many points for a team that has talent and has talent in the matchups where you want to see it. I mean, like I said, when you have their best asset from the defensive standpoint going up against probably the worst asset from an offensive standpoint, and it's not like the New England Patriots have any receivers who you really have to worry about taking advantage of the porous Giants secondary. I mean, Stephon Diggs has had an okay season, but I don't know that he's the physical threat that he once was. I think we're getting Booty back this week for the Patriots, but he's not exactly Justin Jefferson either. I mean, they got some talent there, but I'm not too worried about them, taking over a game. And I just don't think Drake May is going to have a ton of time to throw the ball. Drake May's best asset has been the deep ball this season, and I just don't think that is going to be available to him with the short windows that should be closing very quickly, given the matchup with the Giants D-line. I think Jameis Winston should be able to do enough to move the ball. It's just going to be a matter of, is this the week that Jameis Winston decides to go 2 pick sixes and I get murdered? I'm going to hope that this isn't the week that happens. I just think it's too big of a number. The New England Patriots are not, to me, a team that is deserving of that number right now. So I'm going to take the Giants. Giants played well last week. Some questionable post-game analysis from Malik Neighbors on social media. I don't know how that's supposed to be received, but hopefully there's not fractures taking place in the Giants locker room. But yeah, I'll take the 7.5 and hope that hook gets us home.
Nice.
Yes. And also, you got to look for the Jameis Winston double threat with the wide receivers.
What do you mean?
Say, you never know when he can
Catch
split
him.
out and score. Score a touch.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And that actually reminds me. Is there a quarterback that you could imagine doing the Mr. Perfect or like Doug Funny, throwing a touchdown to himself? Is there any other quarterback that you can imagine him somehow pulling it off more than Jameis? It's not about being good; it's about being ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's another quarterback that you can picture doing that more than Jameis Winston.
I can't
So look out for that.
A quarterback I could see doing that exact skit, that vignette, is the only other person that would come to mind would be, just in terms of levels of ridiculousness, would be Gardner Minshew. He gives me WWE vibes. I could see him, if he was a better NFL quarterback and had more cachet, I could see him getting involved and doing something silly like that.
But see, he would be trying to do that. I'm talking about somebody who inadvertently did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jameis Winston is more likely to inadvertently do it than Gardner Minshew. Obviously, this is a ridiculous
Wait, so
thing
you're
to say,
saying
like,
now I'm confused. Are we talking about him? You're saying him really doing it in a NFL football game?
well, him throwing a pass down the field that bounces up in the air, and then him somehow being at the right place, catching it, and then running it in, as opposed to Gardner Minshew actually trying to do the Mr. Perfect where he's throwing it deep and thinks he has the confidence to go down and catch it.
Okay. Well, I'm not even really sure what the distinction is there, but we'll just move on.
All right, so we'll go to the unguard that I think Cheeks was expecting with you, but I'm going to unguard you on your Browns 49ers pick.
Ooh, I thought
And
it was
go
a
with
Colts
the
pick.
No, I'm gonna go with the 49ers, man. I just think Shador going against the Raiders and going against the 49ers and a Robert Saleh defense is going to be a little different. I remember, the good offenses that the Texans had on, in CJ Stroud's rookie year, and they went into against it. They went against the Jets, and the Jets pulled that win out. Um, I feel like there's a lot of things that obviously the Raiders aren't able to pull off with that defense. We can't disregard Max Crosby being there. So he went against a terrorizing um, defensive player in his own right. But I just think that like the complicated defense, with Shador Sanders kind of standing back there and thinking that he can kind of make something happen by waiting longer. I think that's a recipe for disaster. Um, also I know Brock Purdy looked terrible, um, on Monday night. And this is obviously a good defense, but with Miles Garrett trying to get that record too. I just think that 4.5, the 4.5
Four
Four
and
and
a
a
half,
half.
yeah.
4.5. I don't think that's enough. Um,
Wow.
you know, for because if you just coming off this one win, like before this game, I think that spread is probably 7.5, and just because they know obviously there's a lot of money probably coming in on Shador because of that win or whatever. I just think that it's kind of a little short for me. Um, so give me the 49ers. I think they cover 1 point pick. Sorry, Shador.
Yeah, I
All
think that's a
right.
good play.
Money line. Or
Oh,
you want to do the
no,
box?
no. Um, no, we'll go money line. That's how we've been doing it. So, um, give me the JTS Jets. I think that's a dub for them, man.
Wow.
Taking the Jets. All right. So he's got the Jets, and I'm gonna go with. Wait, no, I wrote that in the wrong spot. Got the Jets. I'll take the. Let me not get too crazy. It's been a while since I got a money line parlay win. Let's not get too stupid over here. Um, I'll take the Ravens tomorrow night.
Okay. I'll take. Let me get a little Tampa Bay. A little Tampa Bay love. Um, and then going to come back around. Oh man, that fucking Buffalo team, man. Ah, fuck.
Mason Rudolph is so terrible.
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
Yo, he's somehow worse with a mustache.
Yo,
I
for
wish he
real.
had that mustache when they unscrewed his face mask, cause that picture of him like that would have been better if he had the mustache.
Yeah.
I think I might Photoshop a mustache onto him under
Shit.
that picture.
A mustache face mask.
Yo, like the bars, his mustache connecting to the helmet. Oh my god. Wait, so are you taking the Bills?
Yeah, I take Bucks and Bills. Yeah.
Oh, you just kind of left that out there. I wasn't sure. All
My
Yeah,
right,
fault.
Bucks and
it's all about that
Bills.
money, nigga.
All right. I'll take Bucks and Bills. I'll take the Niners.
Mm, mm, mm. Two
I want a good ball.
Broncos. Two. mm, Let me go with the Chiefs. Yeah, I'll Probably a close game, but yeah, the Dallas is feeling themselves. And I'm gonna go with the Titans. Throw in another to make that a little bit juicier right there.
Ooh.
Maybe they're turning a little bit of a corner.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. 1084. 1084 plus 1084 is what you get when you combine the Jets, the Titans, and the Chefs. Okay, I will take. Where we at? We got Baltimore and we got San Fran. What kind of number are we dealing with here? Baltimore and San Fran. No, you know what? I'll take the Broncos. Let's get the Broncos against the Commies. I like that a lot, actually. I might play. I'm gonna have to play that one for real.
Damn it. I don't know if I should ride with
Baltimore, San Fran, and Commies. A nice clean plus 147.
Give me the Packers, bro. Fuck.
Packers. So Tampa, Buffalo, Packers. Tampa, Buffalo, Packers gets you, my friend, too. Where the fuck is Buffalo? I feel like they keep moving these fucking teams, man. Tampa, Buffalo, Packers. Okay, Tampa, Buffalo, Packers.
Minus
gets you
92.
You got 493. What'd you say?
That. No,
You said.
I was trying to give you the number. The minus 192.
Oh yeah. All right.
That's not
and
bad,
last
though,
but not
huh?
least, let's take the box. Yeah, no, that's good. I don't think the Packers are gonna win, but
Yeah.
if they
Detroit's
do,
beat
it's
up
nice.
too. Yeah. I wanted a short dog.
But they got Big Ragnow coming back though. Ragnow out of retirement. Not Rag later. Ragnow. All right.
How'd the box do last week?
The box did what the box does, man. Fucking box, man. I thought one of us was gonna beat the box this year, but it's looking tough. Box went 2-1.
I ain't beating anyone.
Box went 2-1. Got the box had Houston. Who the fuck else did the box have? Houston and somebody else. I don't know. I got it written down. No buys this week. So
The
Yeah,
Chargers, big road favorite. Oh no, home favorite. Big home favorite against the Chip Kelly-less Las Vegas Raiders.
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, they got to clean the house.
The
Bears.
The Bears.
Nobody wants to
Black
pick
Friday,
that team.
Black Friday. I wanted to take the Eagles when it was minus 6.5, but once it got to 7, I
Yeah.
stayed away. Last but not least, good news.
Chuck.
For Word Life.
Ooh, the Browns.
Browns, the doo-doo Browns.
I was gonna double down and do triple B, Bucks, Bills, and Browns, but then I was like, fuck it.
Triple B.
Bucks, Bills, Browns.
Baller brand. You
I
you
thought.
owe LeVar Ball some money, dog.
Yeah, what you doing? Be careful.
And to get us
You
kicked
want to
off.
get that lawsuit. You gotta be
Nah,
careful.
nah.
All right, so there we have it. We got the box picks. We got the parlay picks. We got the spread picks. We'll have touchdowns. I don't know. I got to look at the touchdowns for tomorrow. I don't know if those are gonna be 4 teams going. So, I don't know.
Fact.
Welcome back, Jamar Chase, the Spitter. I saw he put out a big long statement on what was it on Instagram? I'm gonna earn back your trust. I was like, oh my god.
They should have read
After
it in the
lying
first
about it.
the cat
Yeah,
voice.
sick. I don't know what was worse, spitting in somebody's face or lying about having spit it when it's very clearly in the most HD cameras you're ever gonna see.
Yeah, nah, bro. I'm not. That's crazy, man.
Nah, the spitting in the face to me is I don't
That's
I to
crazy.
me I dead
That
ass I
speaks to
don't know
character.
if you could recover from that. Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Like you, like that's some enemy, and I don't even think I could do that. Like, that's not gonna come to my head to do that to my enemy.
that's why I don't feel like you
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back from it because
right,
where's your mind at that even
right,
comes to that's a reflex that you would do that.
right,
That to me is correct.
yeah.
Like more respect for you if you kick him in the nuts, if you punch him,
right,
sucker.
right.
Like I'm not a fan of a sucker punch, but a sucker spit in the face to me is even worse.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the
And and
worst.
and it's crazy because there's nobody that like that probably deserves disrespect more than Jalen Ramsey on the football field because of the way that he tries to get
The
you
way that
like
he
he
ran
tries to
through Golden Tate's sister, I know, terrible. Golden
well,
Tate
he
didn't even
tries to
spit in his face.
but that's what
Right.
I'm saying. It's like even that even like to make Jalen Ramsey a what's the word I'm
Victim.
looking for? Yeah, to turn him into a victim is crazy. Just like based off like he usually deserves some sort of thing that is
Assault.
being done against him. But the thing is, it's like, yo, you do this, and it's like because the first thing I was like, yeah, like the first thing I thought was like, oh yeah, nah, he didn't spit at Jalen Ramsey. Like he probably did some. He's probably lying. He probably did some shit to like piss him off, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you see, and it's like, damn, like Jamar Chase. That's like a red flag. Like you do that type of shit, and it's like, yo, okay, anything else that you're accused of, I'm more likely to believe it just off of that.
Right. Yeah.
No, but he's gonna earn
That's
back your
ugly.
trust. You didn't read the statement?
Well, I
He
mean,
was
he could.
speaking directly to you.
Yeah. He's
When he
gonna spit
says,
in
I'm
his own
gonna
face.
for people like
Yeah.
you, he wants to earn your trust back. You go, come on, give him a
Okay.
chance.
Gotta gotta earn.
Crazy.
All right, well that's gonna do it for the show. Early in the week. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Days. Probably Turkey Day. I don't know why I made a plural. It's not more than one. It's only one. Turkey Day.
Yeah, but it kind of
Right.
leaks over. I mean,
It feels
Happy
like a long weekend, man.
Indigenous.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
happy!
that's-
Yeah, that's right. Happy. What is it? Is it Indigenous?
No, that was
Peoples
Columbus
Day?
Day, I think. I don't know.
No, I
something like
think. Oh, yeah. Wait. No, you're right. I think
Yeah,
Columbus Day
Columbus
is
was Indigenous
Indigenous Day. And what is Thanksgiving? It's something
Thanksgiving
else.
is
We call it
Massacre Day.
holiday because it's Thanksgiving, and you a turkey, nigga.
Oh, yo, one of the all-time, maybe my favorite line ever, but definitely up there, yo. What a line, what a bar. Oh, yo, you just
Get it?
gave me chills with that, yo. Oh, that's my shit.
damn.
Yo, robbery's a holiday. Call it thanks for giving because you're a turkey.
He
That's
should have
crazy.
just kept going. It was like, and
That's it.
it's gobble gobble, cause I will rob you. He might as well have just kept going with that
Facts.
Yo, for
ridiculous.
real. Legendary. All right, until